Hello friends, in today's video we will see how to measure the level of the liquid with the bubbler system. The bubbler level measurement system is also called the pulse level measurement system, and this level measurement system is based on the hydrostatic pressure measurement principle. Friends, two more level measurement videos, displacer type level measurement systems and the capillary field liquid level measurement systems video links have been given in the description. Then you will also watch that videos. And till now you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe to my channel. So let's now see the construction of the bubbler systems and how it is work. The bubbler system consists of five main components: a source of compressed air or purge gas, air regulator, constant flow supply meter means rotameter, tubes which is also known as a purge tube, deep tube, bubbler tube. Here we call it deep tube, and the pressure transmitter. These five components have their own specialty in level measurement. So first we see each of the components individually. In bubbler systems, air is the most commonly used for the purging. But if air is react with the liquid of the tank or it is absorbed by the liquid, then different gases are chosen depending on the liquid properties. Other than air, nitrogen is most commonly used as a purge gas. Here in this video we will use air as a purge gas. A compressed air is supplied to the regulator, then regulators reduce the air pressure, and this reduced air pressure is supplied to the constant flow controller means rotameter. The rotameter maintains a constant flow rate, and this is flowing through the deep tube. Here the air supply pressure is high enough to overcome the hydrostatic head pressure of the liquid on the bottom end of the deep tube. Deep tube is inserted in the liquid of the tank. Here the one end of the deep tube is kept at the bottom of the tank or up to the 0% of the measured liquid level. And the other end of the deep tube is made two connections. One connected either the pressure transmitters or the high side of the differential pressure transmitters, and the other end of the deep tube is connected with the regulated air supply. In bubbler system, the deep tube is only the component that is directly contact with the process materials, and this is one of the important advantages of the bubbler systems because the transmitter is not in the direct contact with the process material. It remains separate. If the process material has the tendency to plug the deep tube, a bypass line may be installed in the parallel to the air regulator to clean the line periodically. Out of two connections at the other end of the deep tube, one connection is connected either to the pressure transmitter or the high side of the differential pressure transmitter, and the low side of the differential pressure transmitter is placed at the atmospheric pressure. And with respect to atmospheric pressure, this transmitter measures the back pressure which is generated by the liquid in the deep tube, and if the density is constant, then transmitter shows the equivalent level. The measuring instrument units can be placed at any locations, and this is one of the most important advantage of the bubbler systems. So now let's see how the bubbler system is work. As you can see in the picture, a deep tube is immersed to the bottom of the tank in which the liquid level is to be measured, and a constant airflow is to passing through the deep tube. Consider that when there is no liquid in the tank or the liquid in the tank below the bottom end of the deep tube, then at that time air will escape freely from the open end of the deep tube to the atmosphere. Therefore, the air pressure inside the deep tube will be at atmospheric pressure, means there is no back pressure, and the pressure transmitter is not measure any pressure. Hence, the pressure transmitter, which is a level transmitter, is indicates a 0% level. However, as the liquid level inside the tank increases, the pressure at the bottom end of the tank is also increases due to the level of the liquid, and this pressure also increases at the open end of the deep tube. This effect of the hydrostatic pressure of the liquid is act as a shield. Shields means a type of diaphragm that has a liquid pressure on one side and the air pressure on the other side. So the effect of the hydrostatic pressure of the liquid act as a shield, and because of this hydrostatic pressure it restricts the escape of the purge gas from the deep tube. As a result, the air pressure in the deep tube will continue to increase until it balances with the hydrostatic pressure of the liquid. On the other hand, as soon as the back pressure in the deep tube is exactly equal to the hydrostatic pressure of the liquid, the extra pressure inside the deep tubes comes out as a small bubble coming out from the bottom of the deep tube. And this back pressure will be constant until there are no changes in the liquid level. And as the liquid level increases, the back pressure in the deep tube increases proportionally. And as the liquid level is decreased, the back pressure in the deep tube is proportionally decreased. This pressure is measured by the pressure transmitter, which is calibrated in terms of liquid level. Friends, if you like this video, then subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you keep getting new videos based on instrumentation. Thank you.